My advice when dealing with untoward matters.
You're back! Nice to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, Arthur Vogsmeade's been... Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another up. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop...
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Off to the races, then.
I don't know about centaurs, but there hasn't been a dragon in history worth losing a hair over. Toadstool tales always made me wretched as a child.
I question anything teaching defense against dark art.
come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pip.
Likewise. Worth every bit of...
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be used?
Is this...
Oh, I had no idea it was...
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh,
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius. And
what? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother?
he was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news.
What more could I have done? Adolf, my dear, dear brother. You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
I think I'll miss you.
Really?
I shan't miss you.
Oh, stop. I'm trying to be serious for once. I might even miss you.
Liar.
No, it's not something we need to prepare for just...
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a...
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boat. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer.
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Your brain doesn't fill up. Entitled to your opinion. I'm obliged to agree. It was brilliant how you defeated Samiurai.
My sister organised Quidditch. I'm far too afraid.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be... Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald. The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You want...
I did. How did you...
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really...
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital... Some provide us with magically imbued materials, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't... Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up. Be on the lookout for my... Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many...
Psst, psst. Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you. You were an augury at noon in the...
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something. At least, that's what we decided.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
You've intrigued me.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. It's a surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant.
I suspected you two might get
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to... You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on them.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, the poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day. They're up to something.
That does seem strange. Sounds...
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out...
I think that's a fine idea.
And the more I know, the better.
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very well. I should be going, but...
and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more...
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to... We are fortunate to have us... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village... those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to... You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my... You, however, have seen how they affect... I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself... In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I could...
I'd be glad to help you.
Oh, I knew I could count on... First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before... next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in?
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing.
Hello, Hamora.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use the disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you.
Protego!
This is a restricted area of the castle, after.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely...
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Preparing for a rebellion. Rude. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or hell, both. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. Why don't you leave goblins alone?
Hello, Hamora.
In the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula? Not at the moment, no. Pitfalls to send them my way, though. I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled. Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that.
Revelio. Revelio.
Faculty Tower is off limits to students. Thought you'd think about, didn't I?
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep...
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you... to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues...
I'll keep an eye out for...
You are to be commended.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greeting!
I'm sorry to say I haven't found any.
Oh, how
Where should I look for more demiguise stuff?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual...
I'll keep an eye out for more...
You are to be commended.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
We are fortunate to have a student brave enough to eradicate the demiguise degree.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 Yes. Revelio. 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 Places. Protego! Places!
Revelio.